Hope your Monday and Tuesday was good. I'm just kind of waiting for a few more people to join in. It just started, probably a minute more, and then we'll begin. Is my audio clear, people? Priyanka, hello. Tara, hello. Good. There's no power here, by the way. There's no power, but internet is working somehow, and hope we'll be able to finish the class. Battery is, yeah, we have enough battery, no problem. Power bhi hai. So power backup also, no problem. Great, guys. So let's begin. With 20 people, should we wait for one more minute? 21 now. Christopher is here. Good morning, Christopher. Aarti, good morning. In India, most of the places either it's raining or it's very warm. So it's been not raining here. So it's really warm here. Hey Krisha, good morning. Great, I think we are good. We should begin now. So a couple of things before we actually begin. Someone requested in the last class to share some of my work. So I'll actually begin with that. I'll share, I've picked up a few drawing. I'll begin with caricatures because we're talking caricature now. And then we'll, in fact, many messages came later on that people are not very clear in terms of what is exaggeration, what is minimalization. Yeah. So I'm going to refresh that, whatever we have learned in the last class in terms of caricature, because it's going to be very good for you. It's a nice tool. It's good time pass. You can start a conversation with anybody sitting next to you if you are able to do caricature, right? Just take out a sketchbook, start drawing people, and see like how things will get attracted, how people will get attracted to you. And when I was student at National Institute of Design, there used to be like we used to take train from Howrah to Ahmedabad, and the train used to take 44 hours, and that you can imagine 44 hours is a long time. And then many of us who were students were traveling together, and then what we used to do is used to take out our sketchbooks. That's it. And what used to happen is for the rest of the journey, people used to take care of you. They'll feed you with whatever they are eating and all, home food. So those were beautiful moments. I've seen that on abroad, and I've also made friends instantly by doing their portraits or caricatures. So it's a nice thing to do. Actually, it's almost like having a guitar and being able to sing. Yeah, able to play guitar. So it's almost like that, or maybe more. Okay, great. So Anshu, welcome. Good morning. Malavika is also here. Superb. So let's begin. Govind. So let's begin with what? Watercolors. With watercolors, caricatures start kar le. So let's close this. Yep. Just help me. Yeah. First. Okay, these are some of my published caricatures or maybe cartoons, whatever you want to call it. These are political in different point of time. When Mr. L.K. Advani was saying that he'll bring back all black from the Swiss bank. Yeah, so that was then. Okay, so there was a trend when these, all these press conferences, there used to be some other like footwear, like shoe or chappal used to be thrown at. the politicians. So these are the lists that we thought it will be humorous. So a journalist is thinking the last one is being no shoes, like even shoes were not allowed. So very soft humor, but highly political. So that this was actor Sanjay Dutt who wanted to stand from Lucknow Lok Sabha from Samajwadi Party, that you can see Mulayam Singh, Amar Singh there, and the cycle being there, and so Amar Singh saying, Munna bhai, they refused your manyata. Basically, his nomination was cancelled by the election commissioner because of criminal cases against him. So therefore, like, the manyata is a little pun. That's his wife's name also. Yeah, so generally, a Neta, small time Neta saying terrorists are anti-poor, they use new cars for blasts. This was around 2008-9. There are a lot of blasts happening in Ahmedabad. Yeah, so that's the present Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, on a fort saying no terrorist can touch you as long as your CM is safe. So he was the CM of Gujarat then, and a lot of violence and blasts happening. Yeah, so this is police and small time criminal or a thief like having a conversation. So the police has information, but he wants some money. So basically, he tells the thief that you give the information, get the reward, and then give me half of it. Yep. So the checking of liquor in Gujarat, that is so strict that even RDX or ammonium nitrate they pass easily, but they check liquor only all over. So I personally like this. I don't know if it's clear or not. It's like portrait artist, expert in bomb blast suspect. And all of them actually look the same. So looking for models. Yep. So these are series of it. Uh, yeah. So now Advani saying, "Lord, please give me Jaya, Maya, Mamta." Okay, this is Mohan Bhagwat's New Hindu, a very confused Hindu. Yeah, this was in 2010 when this quote unquote Nehru socialism was being kind of replaced with Manmohan's new economic policies. Yep. That's Pranav on right hand side top, Mamata Banerjee on the left hand side top. They're changing the banner. Yep, that's Obama and Manmohan, you know, having great American dinner, but everything was made in China. Sarath Pawar, he was agriculture minister then, and hand in hand with corporates, the poor trying to get their uh, part of the shares, and he's saying, now don't blame me for the price rise. Now this is generally like it's like Jaya, Maya, Mamta, or Sushma, Sabki Pasand Nirma. So this is what I was talking about the other day. Like sometimes what you need to do is you have to have the minimal kind of, there's no eyes, nose, which are basically the kind of so-called understood as characters. But in this case, there is absolutely no faces, no facial features. It's only other aspects, the way they wear clothes, yeah, the way they stand. Uh, this is how things are done. Two out of them are not alive anymore. Jaya is no more alive, Sushma is no more alive, but Maya and Mamta, they are very much alive and active in politics. Yeah, that's Karuna and Mamta. So they wanted a compassionate UPA, so we ate Karuna and Mamta. So they, both of them were removed that time. Anyway, that's Anna and Baba. Both rode on the anti-corruption movement, and now both are accused of all the malpractices. Yep, now we can relate this. This is H1N1 visa, the power to fly, this bird flu, mad cow, swine flu. Now we have corona. It's slightly complicated. With all the power games that was happening, how Jaswant Singh was thrown out, and yeah, some of the BJP thought leaders were thrown out of the game. The Chintan Baitak happening. So there was a story about water being found on moon. Yeah. So there's no water on Earth. Everybody's and then but then moon is happy because it has some water. Very dark humor, literally. Yeah, something like this. So these were like kind of caricatures that has happened over a period of time. Now let me go back to some of my watercolors I'll show. Okay, so thanks. I can read your messages, guys. Sapna, thanks. Okay, so what do I do? Full screen. That's it. नहीं नहीं मैसेज आ जाता है उसमें ना. Okay, okay. Now what is happening? Amazing work, sir. Great caricatures. Wow, thank you all of you. Nice. What is the difference between drawings of caricature and portrait? Suhani, portrait is attempting to capture the reality. Yeah. Caricatures are basically catching the few points, like in the sense of the character. In the sense, I'm going to explain it, by the way. Rest of the class, they're going to be demo, and I'm going to explain each one of them very, very carefully. That will probably explain you how it is. But at large, caricature thrives on minimalization, means you eliminate something which is not distinct and catch the distinct features. Like supposing somebody's nose is little sharp, which is unusually sharp, right? Now you make that even more sharper, exaggerate it twice, thrice, 4 times. This is one. If somebody's chin is normal, like normal in the sense that most people have the same chin, then what you do is you don't even have to draw that chin, right? You can just leave it. So therefore, I'm saying if somebody has, suppose in smaller eyes, make it so tiny that it's almost invisible. I'm going to show all those. Yeah. Now let me go back to some watercolors that I wanted to share with you. Okay, I let me just let me take you through some of the watercolors because I have also shown watercolors, right? What happened? But how do I go to the next one? I can go to. No, it's not showing. Anyway, this is a slightly older one, almost 9 years old. Just watercolor. There's some photograph a friend had clicked, and then I've taken that as a reference. And you see those little light falling on the neck. Yeah, those are little thing that you have to do. You cannot. You have to be very careful. First of all, in watercolor, you do not use white at all. The white is not a color, right? You use the whiteness of the paper. You have to remember this. You have to use the whiteness of the paper. So you are not basically filling the color, unlike acrylic or oil, where you have to fill a particular. Even if there's something called white, you have to actually put white there, right? That's in acrylic or oil or in other mediums. But here you are not. Okay. This is how it is. This is also another one. This is a small picture I had clicked, and I've used that as a reference then. It's okay to like click picture and draw from that initially. Later on, it becomes a kind of, you can draw it just like that. See, the drawing is very important to get the drawing correct first, and then the color. A little bit of color flowing here to there is only making it look beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? All these drips that is happening. So you have to keep the drawing sheet slightly slanted, not completely vertical and not completely horizontal like on the plane. You have to do slight slant so that the water keeps dripping. What is happening? Okay. So this is like a slant. This is the correct position for doing watercolor, right? Not this, not this. Yeah. Okay, this is one of my seniors from NID, Mr. Sudhir Sharma, founder of Elephant Design. Now he runs a magazine, international magazine called Pool. Okay, this is Pandit Vishwamohan Bhatt. It come to play some there's a music show that happened. I can show some details. You can see the faces. What is happening is I'm not filling the color. See, there's nothing called skin color. Now there's no filling. Whenever the light is falling, I have left the paper as it is, right? So it's almost like rendering with a pencil, right? The way you do it with the pencil, the same thing was happening here, right? Look at all this little detailing that it has, right? So she's my friend Sanchari, now stays in US. So this was done for a film. A short film was made uh, by NID students called a short story about words. It's a nice film actually. If you want to see, it's a 5-6 minute film. It's a nice film. It's on YouTube. So yeah, so this is like little portrait. I'll come what caricature is. You see the little highlight falling on the nose and things like that. That is like how light falls. Yeah, and you have to just leave it like this. This was when Mr. M.F. Hussain had just died, because the last few years he had to be almost in exile. Like, there's a lot of vandalism of his paintings and exhibition in India. So this was like Hussein's brush with morality. That was the title. This was also published in Times of India and elsewhere. So yeah, this is with some reference. There's some Hollywood actress. Her name is something Green. I remember that. So see, look at little light falling. You see the shadow of the eyebrow, those little details that you see, and the little eye bag that is happening below the eye. I think that is shadow of the nose falling, shadow of the lips falling. I think though that is what is made. The cheekbone happening here. So those little things going to are making a look beautiful. And this is also another quick watercolor sketch that you see, like, there are things which flows down. There's a rhythm to it. There's a beauty in this. And also the color, the choice of color that you need to know, what kind of mood you want, right? How much light you want to fall, want yeah, to fall on the subject. Yeah, this is also where the light is falling. You see this light falling here? Those are important, right? How light is falling and all. Okay. Here's another one. Here also you can see like lots of light falling from the sides. Drawing. Color, choice of color, there's only one color used. Okay, now let me show you some drawing, the three drawings I have. That is basically charcoal and chalk. So you take a gray sheet of paper. Now what you do is you draw with charcoal, like where you have complete control over the pressure. Like sometimes you want to make it darker, sometimes you want to make it lighter, all those things are done. Then the places where the light is falling, what you do is you use bit of chalk. You see that whiteness there? This bit of chalk, and that's how things will emerge out. I believe you're able to see all this. And there's another one. Sorry, what's happening? Okay, yeah, this is another charcoal and chalk. This is a brown paper. Instead of a gray paper, this is a brown paper. It's a very quick drawing. It's also almost 9 years old, 2011. This is also like this. You can see this little detailing happening here. Yeah, on the face, on the body. Yeah, this is also another one. I believe I am done with this work now. Now I can start doing demo, right? Give me a feedback, whatever you felt. Let me just see. Okay, nice. Wow. Thank you so much. Was your drawing published in Times of India paper? Yes, Tara. Almost all the cartoons that I've shared has been the published cartoons. There are many more. It's very difficult to get because I've changed my computer so many times. Okay. Great, thank you all. These are good compliments. I really appreciate. So what I'm my attempt for this ABCD was basically you start enjoying, right? I'm not going to convert you into an artist in this small amount of time. Nobody can, right? But at least if you start enjoying, and I believe some of you are thoroughly enjoying, because I can see that. I see all your messages, I see your posts. So just continue drawing and see what happens to you, right? Okay, now let me take you to, what is the time now? It's 10:51. Okay, now I believe we should go into demonstration mode. Okay, now let me share some. Today we are using a different software as a trial. The reason being that got hung twice, no? lockdown is extended till what date? But anyway, there is no in terms of basics of drawing I have shared with you. I believe you will have a lot of priorities now, a lot of things to catch up. You have spent so much of time with me. I'm extremely happy and thankful to you. Till May 13 it is continued. Okay, so we might have one session towards the end, extra special session when all of us meet and share our work, that kind of a thing, right? You actually send me your work prior to. Let me share my email ID in case you do not have. That is where you can send a lot of work. On WhatsApp there's a limitation, but if I can get the field. Okay, so now let me. So that's my email ID. So that's pravin.mishra@vijayabhumi.edu.in. Yeah. Okay. So let me start drawing now. Okay. Anshu has a question. How did you get into this field? When did you discover that you had the ability to draw? A little too early in my life, thankfully so. I probably started drawing. In fact, all of us start drawing before you actually learn alphabets. Yeah, and this is how it is because that's uh, alphabet is what these are drawings only, right? So, but then nobody considers that as drawing. So, for me, I did realize, and good for me. Oh, yeah, okay, so I will go back to the software. No, this is not linked, Tara. Tara, this is my email ID. This is my email ID. Correct. Okay, so I will kind of see if I can share some of how to go about it. Can I have the software open? Yep. So I've taken a pencil tool, and this is a new software called Autodesk Sketchbook. Govind has just installed it. Let's see if it works out well. So what happens is, if you see, you have to draw caricatures. There are certain characteristic that you need to exaggerate. Somebody was talking about, Anshu was talking about in the last class about Indira Gandhi's nose, right? So actually, if you see how things happen is, this is the thickest that you can get, Govind. So this is how you can go. So if so, that's the nose that one can exaggerate, right? That's the nose. That's Indira Gandhi nose. Now rest of it is like you can make her wear whatever things that you can have. Yeah, something like this. So that's the exaggeration. What I have done is I have exaggerated here. But remember this. That's the exaggeration, right? Rest everything will fall in place if you do the exaggeration properly. Yeah. So let me try something else. Do I start? Okay. So maybe now she has. If I has some white hair now to make this white, what I do is I make other portions dark. Yeah, so that this is like. Yeah, the eyebrow here. My voice is not clear. Oh, sorry. Let me see. So this is like how things are. Okay. Uh, Fine. So let me share more. If I can draw, supposing for example, oh, voice is breaking. What do I do? Okay. Do you want me to restart, guys? I'll switch off and unmute myself once. Hello, sound check. I have just unmuted myself. Yeah, clear. Fantastic. That sounds good. Superb. So I get back to the sketch pad again. Okay. Superb. So now, for example, I have to draw what? For example, another woman. Let me try and draw. Yeah. To guess who? Sorry, that's not correct. Huh? नया नया खोलने को would just open a new one. No, save करने की जरूरत नहीं है. New one. Is this new one? Let me see. It works. Superb. So if I have to okay, anybody guesses, huh? Keep guessing if that's there's another woman that I'm trying to draw. Anybody, anytime? Amitav, no. Okay. Wow. Oh my God. Yes, right. So yeah, so a bit of exaggeration, a bit of rise will be like this. Yeah, something like this. Okay. No, it's okay. So the back thing was a bit of Jailalita. Now you can draw textures on this. Yeah. So and then you can make the hair denser. Some earring. Something like this. Yeah. Maybe you do a little correction here. The nose can be somewhere here. Yeah, all those little corrections you can always do that, right? Okay, now let's see if you can identify this character. Yeah, let's see. It's a slightly dramatic guy. Any guesses here? Yeah, that's Lata. Okay, this one. No, that's not me. Any guesses here? No, that's not Kishore Kumar. Okay, now you'll be able to guess. No, not Amir. Now it's easy to guess. नहीं पता? चलो. I'm enjoying this. No, not Saruk. Try, guess. Keep guessing. No, not Pran. Yes, very close to Pran. In fact, eyes are very close to what Pran's eyes are. Not Danny. Good going. Yes, Sonal. Sonal got it right. It's supposed to be Ajay Devgan. Let's see. And it'll come with here, it'll come. Let's see how it goes in. In fact, the eyes should be slightly different, but it's okay. Till the time you can identify, that's good. Looks like Danny, more of Danny actually. It's not become Devgan much. The eyes should be something like this. It should be something like this. I think that's how the eye should be. Yep. Anyway, so now I'll open the new one. File, new. No. Okay, so now let me try someone else now. Whom do I try? Let's see if you can identify this guy. Keep guessing, guys. Let's have fun. Anybody? Yay! That was fast. That was fast. So that's the eye. You have other things here. So that's the exaggeration. You exaggerate whatever parts that you can, right? So it's funny guy. So yeah, a little dimension of how things are. If you color it, it will be really nice. The top ones are very. Yeah, and whatever you want him to wear. Yep. So great. So this is like what exaggeration. The portrait would be very different. Now this is how exaggeration is. Now let's see if you can identify this character. Not a Vijay. Let's see. Anybody? Any guesses? No, 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 no. Not Amitav. Ritik. Wow. Correct. That's the attempt. Now here's a something like this. He has a good neck. Biceps banana. You have to actually have biceps. That little thing there. Not sure if you can. No, that's Ritik. That's supposed to be Ritik. Now it's not happened the way I wanted, but it's okay. Ritik Roshan. See, the thing is, this whole line, no, this is what the character is. This line, yeah, it just goes out. Yeah. Now the eyes doesn't look like his. Whatever. Now, easy to identify. Let's see if you can identify this. How much time we have? We have few more minutes. Okay, let's see if you can identify this. Any guesses? Anybody? No. No. Not Rajnikant. Nagraj, no. Joker, what Joker? No. Now we will get it. 1 second. No. Not Anil Kapoor. No. Anil Kapoor ban gaya. Govind is saying Anil Kapoor ban gaya. Anil Kapoor bhi nahi hai. Now you'll be able to identify. अभी बताओ यार, अभी तो आसान है. No, not me. I don't have beard like this. Virat, yay. That was Virat. That's supposed to be Virat only. Yes, Krisha, that's Virat. Okay, so basically what I've done is I've shown you a few drawings, and yes, that's Virat Kohli. Should be fantastic. So what you have to do is you have to identify things, you have to exaggerate things. एक और drawing करें क्या? File new. No, I don't want to change this. This is a new drawing. Okay. Okay. Now, what else do I draw? Do I draw? Huh? Draw Mohanlal. I have to remember. I have to have reference also in front of me. Otherwise, how do I draw? I have some references in front of me. Okay, let's see if you can identify this. This is an interesting character. Okay, anybody guesses? Any guesses, guys? Doing a portrait of a person, want to caricature and give a tiny cartoonic body. It's not just giving cartoonic body. Okay, I'll explain what exactly I'm trying to do here, right? I will explain. Draw common Indian woman. No, that's not caricature. That's a drawing that you're asking of. Caricature is of a person, specific person. Yeah, caricature is of an existing human being, not an imaginary. K and Shu, you're right. That's correct. See, if I have to make his eyes as a tiny eyes, no, I'll make it so tiny. Like this is how I'll make. I'll just make it like this. Yeah. And his whatever. So his hair is also important, no? Like how I did the hair. I was guessing like some of you would get it right. Just with the hair. So that's it. Like you have very tiny eyes, yeah. And see how things are happening, yeah. That's fun. Let's see what else can you do. Yeah, so I think the time is up. Let me take some questions from you. Uh, so did you guys enjoy this? This is done. We will minimize this. We'll go to that. Correct. Super. So there was some question. Let me scroll a little up. I missed a few points. Somebody was saying, Sir Suhani is saying, doing a portrait of a person of whoever we want to do caricature and give a tiny cartoonic body, does that become a caricature? Caricature is about capturing. Supposing somebody's nose is uh, very small, make it tiny, like really, divide it by 2 times, 3 times, or multiply it by 2 times, 3 times. It's almost like that, right? So the features, the 4 or 5 features, or maybe 2, 3 features, or maybe one distinct feature of a person makes that person whoever that person is, right? So supposing I draw a big nose out there and lots of hair, it will become Shahrukh Khan. I don't have to draw anything else, right? Just two little tiny eyes close to each other. That's about it. Now, that's how things happen. In the sense, you have capture a distinct character, then make it prominent or make it larger. That's how it is. Okay. Sachin, Krisha, Johnny Liver. Johnny Liver is caricature in himself. The French he found before Canadians. Uh, Suhani says, sorry. Aditya says, so all animated figures are done using caricature drawing? Yes. Caricature, they're called cartoons. They're called cartoons. They're not need not be caricature is about personalities when you need an existing person, right? So therefore, you can have caricature of that person. Imagination and caricature. Imagination is what you draw, what you can call cartoon, right? Like for example, Donald Duck is a cartoon, right? The Lion King, Simba is cartoon. Okay. Now caricature is when you draw of real people, like dead or alive. Oh, that's simplistic drawing. Gandhi's line drawing, that's very simplistic drawing. But I don't know if that can be called the typical one line that goes now and the chashma. That one is not. ठीक है Sapna, I've got those drawings. Nice, you continue drawing. Very nice. It's 11:16 and it's time to go. People keep drawing, keep doing caricatures. I'm so happy. This entire ABCD with Pravin is hosted by Vijayabhumi School of Design, and we are actually really appreciating your participation. After this, we'll have only one session, that's on Friday. Before that, I want you to do a few things. First, do a lot of drawing. Please share drawing with me. If you are sharing 2-3 drawings, WhatsApp is perfectly fine. If you want to share lots of it, make file uh, and send it to me on my email. I have already shared my email with you. And huh? My email, okay, I'll post it again. That's my email, pravin.mishra at vijayabhumi.edu.in. That's my email ID again. Really going to end by next session? No, we are. No, it's a beginning. It's a beginning for you. These were all sessions. This family would continue, the ABCD family that we have, and I believe we're going to continue. Once in a while, we're going to meet. We are also going to have next batches. We'll announce it very soon. Let's see how things happen. We have 33 odd participants, and I think that you have stayed all throughout. And this is 23rd session, by the way, and that's a massive amount of session that we already and most of you have attended almost 18 sessions if I discount the evening ones. To get admission in Vijayabhumi University, yes, Malvika. See, the thing is, admission just have opened that. There's something called VSAT exams that's going to happen in various cities, right? VSAT exam, you can, because of the COVID-19 lockdown, we are actually, you can give those exams sitting at your home. Yeah, it's just form that you have to fill, which costs about 1,000 rupees for Indian uh, this thing Indian candidates, and that's about it. You can, and you choose the course that you want to do. So let me actually explain a bit about Vijayabhumi University. If you can attend any of my career sessions or any of the other career sessions, you get to know about what it is, right? Drawing is going to be a very important part of Vijayabhumi School of Design, uh, because visual skill is needed. Anything that you want to do, basic aesthetics, basic sense, right? And even if, like, you want to be a doctor, or you want to be an engineer, this whole sense of drawing, sense of perspective, sense of capturing something from reality, sense of caricature, all those things are going to be helping you. I believe people are from different disciplines. Yep. When I'm planning next session, I don't know, I also need to hear from you. We should meet once in a week, Snigdha. Okay, that's a great idea. Like, how many back that idea? Can we keep meeting once in a week? Probably on Sundays or Saturdays. Superb. That sounds Sunday, yes. Anytime, ABCD with whatever. Superb. So let's do this now. So even if Friday we have the last class, thank you, Snigdha. I think everybody is like liking the idea. Let's keep doing it, no? On Sundays we'll meet, just going to refresh on whatever we have been doing. Maybe just saying hello to everybody. 45-minute session every Sunday. Yay, that sounds great. Okay, guys, time to go. It's 11:20 now. We're exceeded by 5 minutes, 6 minutes, in fact. 11:21 now. Done, guys. Great. Take care. Keep drawing and keep sharing your work, right? Also, you share in your on social media with hashtags ABCD with Pravin. That's one hashtag. You can also say anybody can draw. That's another hashtag you use. Another, you can say just Vijayabhumi, so that later on also people keep on